Welcome to Signal TV's Game of the Week. Presented by Galpin Subaru in Santa Clarita.
4 high school football teams entered the quarterfinals. 2 will continue on. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Galpin Subaru Game of the Week show. I'm Dave Caldwell.
And I'm Haley Sawyer. Valencia and Golden Valley are on to the semifinals of Divisions 2 and 7 respectively, while Saugus and Santa Clarita Christian saw their seasons come to an end. So on today's show, we will preview those semifinal matchups, plus look back on what was an exciting season of football here in Santa Clarita.
So let's start with the 8-time Foothill League champion Valencia Vikings in Division 2, getting a good 52-24 victory at home over Arroyo Grande. Now the team ranked 32nd in this state will travel to San Clemente to take on a Tritons team that is 9-3, finished second to Mission Viejo in the South Coast League, and is ranked 39th in the state. San Clemente has turned the ball over just 9 times in 12 games, but they have also intercepted 17 passes and recovered 6 fumbles for a plus 14 turnover ratio.
Our mindset right now is to stay focused, stay positive, and just go to work and just play like we've played all year.
Valencia has been league champions for 8 years in a row.
So every year we have to play with a chip on our shoulder. We're expected to do good, we're expected to win, and we just kind of play that way. We play to win, and we've been doing that so far. We're doing good.
But that doesn't take off any pressure from their game against San Clemente.
Here we go.
Execution is important. We have to lower our mistakes and lower our turnovers and just keep the offense going and move and score as many points as we can.
San Clemente has a star quarterback in Jack Sears, and Valencia will have to buckle down on defense in order to have any chance at containment.
The thing about him is, he can make all the throws, but he also runs really well. Like he runs all over the place, and he's but not just to run, but he's got a good feel for when to run and when not to run and that kind of thing.
The pace of this game is expected to be fast.
They're a pretty big team. They're fast. They're overall a great team. They're a great team, and it's going to be a good competition.
But the Vikings are going to do everything in their power to earn a championship ring.
Well, at this stage of the playoffs, everyone has experience. I mean, we're this far in. Everyone's going to be a good team. So I just look at them as another team. We just got to go in there, play our game, and we should be fine.
Valencia will definitely have to play a clean game, like you said earlier, and they'll also have to figure out a way to control the pace of this game early on, which could be difficult with that future USC quarterback, Jack Sears, throwing the ball. But Valencia has a smart football team and a young one, too.
Let's turn our attention to the history-setting season Golden Valley is having. Not only did they make the playoffs for the first time in school history, but they are now in the semifinals of Division 7 after knocking off El Segundo 28-7 last Friday in the second round. Now they face San Gorgonio at Harry Welch Stadium in Canyon Country Friday. The Spartans are 9-3, champions of the San Andreas League, and they outscored league opponents by an average of 48-3.
No. Golden Valley was a little nervous when they realized that they were going to playoffs for the first time in school history.
That first game is uncharted water, so they didn't know what to expect, and I think they were on edge and nervous and all that kind of stuff. But they settled down last week and played a really good game, so we're looking for the same thing this week.
Get up in there. This week, the Grizzlies face gifted San Gorgonio quarterback Caleb Hayes, but GV's defense is expected to hold up.
My main concerns is the quarterback. He's pretty fast. It was the same with AV quarterback, and we still stopped him too, so I believe that we could do this.
We know how to turn up a notch to keep any quarterback in contain. We're hoping that we could do this Friday.
The Grizzlies have already proven that they are a force to be reckoned with.
Right now, I think we proved a lot already. We proved enough to show that we were not the same Golden Valley.
And with the goals of getting into playoffs and reaching the semis already met, GV is hoping to prove themselves yet again against San Gorgonio.
You have goals, and when they're met, it's gratifying. And it's credit to the coaches and credit to the players for responding to what we talked about going into the season.
This team was so nervous in their first playoff game. Coach Dan Kelly actually held them on the field during halftime because he had so much to go over with them. He said that they either play really good as a team or really not good as a team. So they're comfortable now, and hopefully they have one of those good team nights.
Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll take a good look back at the 2016 season for the rest of the Santa Clarita teams as the Galpin Subaru Game of the Week show continues.
Galpin Subaru in Valencia is proud to bring you Signal TV's Game of the Week. Additional sponsorship is brought to you by the 5 Santa Clarita Jersey Mikes and the Valencia and Canyon Country Car Wash.
Expecting a gang of turkeys over for the holidays? and your floors just aren't prepared.
Fear not, we can help. Santa Clarita Flooring can replace your old tired floors in time for the holidays, and you'll pay no sales tax. Choose from the area's largest selection of tile, wood, laminate, vinyl plank, and carpet. Estimates are always free at Santa Clarita Flooring, located at 26111 Bouquet Canyon next to IHOP. Call now for a free estimate at 799-8088. Santa Clarita Flooring, the fun place to shop for your floors.
Welcome back to the Galpin Subaru Game of the Week show here on Signal TV. We just talked about Valencia and Golden Valley still going strong in the playoffs, but with this being our last show of the football season, we thought it would be a good time to look back on what happened with all the Santa Clarita football teams.
The Hart Indians finished second in the Foothill League, 8-3 overall, and got knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. But several players had great seasons. Senior quarterback Nick Moore led the offense in rushing and threw for nearly 1,500 yards. In all, he accounted for 33 touchdowns. On defense, A.J. Stanley became Hart's all-time interceptions leader, picking off 12 passes in just 2 years.
The Centurions finished third in league and 9-3 overall and made it to the second round of the playoffs. Junior quarterback Nathan Eldridge threw for over 2,000 yards and 24 touchdowns, while junior running back Quinn Schaefer ran for 741 yards. Both of those guys come back next year to build on an already strong foundation.
West Ranch may have only won one game in the Foothill League, but you get a sense first-year head coach Chris Varner has the team going in the right direction. Sophomore twins Jovan and Ryan Camacho proved to be big playmakers on both sides of the ball, and senior running back Jake Rice came just 34 yards short of a 1,000-yard season in his first year at the position.
The Canyon Cowboys entered the league season 4-1, but could not get a win in league and finished 4-6. Quarterback Miles Fallon proved capable, throwing for nearly 1,600 yards and 13 touchdowns, with the running game behind Brian Devereaux and Henry Ariano rushing for over 1,600 yards. But despite Camden Apsay picking off 4 passes, the defense gave up nearly 36 points per game in league.
Santa Clarita Christian came within a game of winning the San Joaquin League Championship, which would have been their first in 11-man football, and made it to the second round of Division 13. Senior All-Everything Jacob Moss caught 112 passes for over 1,600 yards and 14 touchdowns. He also ran for 429 yards and 6 more touchdowns. And for good measure, he intercepted 6 passes on defense. Senior quarterback Tristan Miller threw for nearly 3,700 yards and 31 touchdowns.
The Trinity Classical Academy Knights are now 8-10 in their first 2 years of 11-man football after this year's 4-6 finish. Junior quarterback Tyler Lee led the team with over 1,000 yards of total offense and had a team-high 4 interceptions on defense. Senior Caden Culp was second in total offense but led the defense in tackles. The Knights desperately missed junior Ryan Demarius, who only played in 3 full games before being lost for the entire season.
In junior college football, the College of the Canyons Cougars finished off a 5-5 season with an appearance in the Golden State Bowl Saturday, losing to Mount Sac 27-3. Among the bright spots was freshman wide receiver Marquise Brown, who led all receivers with 50 catches for 754 yards and 10 touchdowns. Plus, he returned a kickoff and a punt for touchdowns. But more impressive were all the Division I offers he received throughout the season.
That's our look at what's happening and what has happened in Santa Clarita football here on the Galpin Subaru Game of the Week show. Remember to check signalscv.com Friday night for up-to-the-minute coverage of both semifinal games.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter by searching Signal Sports. We hope you've enjoyed this first season of the show. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to start high school and college basketball here in Santa Clarita.
For Dave Caldwell and our entire team, I'm Haley Sawyer, and we'll see you on the sidelines.